In this training, we're going to be talking about the Australian Privacy Act, which is a vital piece of legislation that was introduced to protect the privacy of individuals and govern how personal information should be handled by Australian organizations. So, how does it work? The Privacy Act establishes guidelines and obligations for organizations to follow, detailing how personal information can be collected, used, stored, and disclosed. It also empowers individuals with the right to access and correct any personal information held by organizations. At the heart of the Act are 13 principles. Each principle covers a different aspect of data privacy, and in a nutshell, it helps organizations navigate the risks tied to personal information, which is both a valuable asset and a potential liability in a world where data breaches often make headlines. Each principle can be summarized as follows. 1. Organizations must manage personal information transparently and openly. 2. Individuals should have the option of interacting anonymously or using a pseudonym, where practical. 3. Personal information should only be collected if it is necessary and done fairly and lawfully. 4. Unsolicited personal information must be handled appropriately, often by destroying or de-identifying it if not needed. 5. Individuals must be notified when their personal information is collected, explaining the purpose and use. 6. Personal information can only be used or disclosed for the primary purpose of its collection, unless consent is provided for other users. 7. Personal information must not be used for direct marketing unless certain conditions are met, such as consent. 8. Before disclosing personal information overseas, organizations must ensure it's protected in line with the Australian privacy principles. 9. Government-issued identifiers, like tax file numbers, must not be used unless explicit criteria as outlined in the Australian privacy principles are met. 10. Organizations must ensure the personal information they collect is accurate, up-to-date, and complete. 11. Personal information must be protected from misuse, loss, and unauthorized access or disclosure. 12. Individuals have the right to access their personal information and request corrections. 13. Organizations must take steps to correct inaccurate or outdated personal information upon request. So what happens when that data isn't properly protected? Non-compliant organizations don't just risk hefty fines. They also open the door to a full-scale catastrophe. Imagine a massive data breach where sensitive customer information is leaked. This could lead to legal battles, a loss of customer trust, and a damaged reputation that takes years to rebuild. In some cases, businesses have even had to close their doors permanently after such incidents. Adherence to the Act isn't just good practice, it's a legal duty and a safeguard against potential disasters. In short, the Australian Privacy Act ensures personal data is treated with the utmost respect for individual privacy rights. Thank you for watching.